In this video, I'm going to share a little bit more about different ways that you can expand your results. So if maybe in your first few SearchCat attempts at searching, and then in your attempts searching in the subject-specific databases, you didn't find quite what you were looking for, I want to talk a little bit about two specific ways that you can expand your results and get access to more information. So the first is within SearchCat itself. So you'll see that this is a page we left off on one of the other videos with our search results. And you can expand results further and get more if you aren't finding what you're looking for. One thing to keep in mind is what this tool does is it reaches out and finds resources on your search topic or keywords that you've entered that maybe we do not have full access to here at Frostburg State. But this can be useful for a few reasons. One, you can request these items through interlibrary loan, and then two, if maybe you're doing a literature review for a dissertation or a thesis, and just knowing that these items are out there and they exist are super important to charting that gap in the literature that you're trying to prove that your research is doing. So the way that you can do this is in the left-hand navigation where we did all of the filters and results before. There is this refine your results heading. And then if you toggle this little toggle button on next to add results beyond my library's collection, it will expand things further. So I am going to take off this Frostburg State filter that we had on from the other results to make sure we get what we're looking for. And this will give you results that we may not necessarily have access to here. So let's change our filters around a little bit. I'm going to take off books and book chapters, but let's keep our year filters and English there. And then let's look specifically for peer-reviewed journals and articles and see what we get. Right, so I'm going to click on the second one here. And you'll see that unlike the other articles and books that I showed you in SearchCat, that they either had the direct PDF link right here after the article title and the short description, or they had a link or multiple links under this how to get it, or where it's available online section here that you could click on. Here we get this big yellow bar that says no available services for this item. And essentially what that means is we just don't have access to it. So what we can do is request this item through interlibrary loan. So I am going to, in another tab here, bring this up, the library's main page. And what you can do is under quick links, the first one, interlibrary loan. And there'll be another video at the end of this module that will show you how to sign up as a first-time user if you've never done this before. Otherwise, you would just log on. Once you hit that log on button, you'll be here at your account's main page. You'll see your name, and you'll see in the left-hand navigation here that there are multiple ways to make a new request. So it depends on what we found. This particular thing that we found is a journal article. back here on SearchCat, so we want to select new request article. essentially you just go back to the SearchCat record and find all of the information throughout the record here and fill it out as much as you can. And it'll ask you specifically if after, what is the very last date in which that you would want this item. And so you want to select that because it can sometimes take a while for things to come in through interlibrary loan. I would say at least a week or more you want to give yourself as a cushion, and then hit submit form, and you'll get updates from us via email for those items when they come in or available. If it's something like this, like a journal article, it'll actually come to you electronically and you'll get a PDF in your email. So that's great. If it's a tangible book, you'll get an email from us saying that it's available and you can pick it up here at the Frostburg Library. So as you can see, that's one way that you can expand your search and get additional results and have access to more material, and that's a way that you do it through SearchCat and use interlibrary loan to request those resources. Another way that you can do this though is through Google Scholar, which I have open in another tab here. And you all probably use Google Scholar in, throughout your courses and have tested it out before. Unfortunately, one of the downsides of it is that it gives a really, really broad set of results that we don't necessarily have access to here at Frostburg. But if you're looking to expand your results beyond what we have access to, then it can be really helpful. And you can use what you find here as well to fill out that interlibrary loan form that I showed you. But one important tool that can be really helpful and allow you to use Google Scholar not just as a tool to expand your results, but as a tool to help you access things that we do have access to here at Frostburg. And that is this 3 lines hamburger menu here. If you click on that and then go down to settings and then click on the library links option, what this will allow you to do is add specific libraries to your Google Scholar account so that when you type in results, you get a link right next to them that allows you to log on through your FSU access. And you can type in things here, like it says, for example, Harvard. You can add Harvard, and you can see I already have Frostburg State added. And you look it up, we'll say, we'll use Harvard as our example here. Comes up, and then you want to make sure that you're clicking the checkbox and then hitting save. So I'm going to cancel there because I don't want to add Harvard. And then when you look things up in Google Scholar, we'll say, let's look up this article that we found over here in SearchCat. So I'm just going to copy this title in. And you can see I get the results. We don't have access to it, so there is not a link here, but let's say we just got rid of all of this and did education leadership. And we'll see what we get. What you get for results that we have access to is find it at FSU libraries, and you can click right on that and it'll take you to the SearchCat result, where then you can access the material freely. So these are all really helpful tools if you're looking for ways to expand your results, and keep these in mind as you're going through your research. And if you have any problems, remember the first video where we discussed how you can reach out to a librarian for help. Please don't be afraid to do that as you enter into some of these more complex research tasks like expanding your results and interlibrary loan.